I don't know how to start it today, bro. I'm just kind of like.
You don't want to start it at any time, bro.
Bro, usually I'm just like, oh, what's up, guys? But like today,
Usually,
I'm just like,
bro, how do I start it?
what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Busta-Bust or Nahhh episode. Today we got a special review for a budget filmmaking / YouTuber light. Let's jump right into it. So my friend Tyler let us borrow his GVM light, great video maker light, for our Osmo video back, like, well, I don't know, like 3-4 weeks ago. We were like kind of surprised by it because all these awesome like top grade features were on this super budget light, and we're like, hey man, can we do a review on it pretty soon? And well, you guessed it, by the title of this video, we're doing a review. So let's just jump right into it. So this light comes with a diffusion, the light itself, the power adapter, and diffusion holder pins. And it comes with a nice carrying case for the light and all the other accessories for free. We shouldn't be throwing this around as Tyler stuff, but
It's a nice protective case.
You're right though, bro. You're right though. Let's jump right into the build quality of this. The build quality is a real nice all metal brushed aluminum. The display panel for the color temperature and intensity, and the display on the back is a hard plastic like material. It has two Sony MPF battery slots. It has 480 bicolor LED bulbs, and it has a metal yoke. The build quality is really nice. I like it. The only thing I would want to say is I wish there was some type of cover for the lights, so just in case it falls, it doesn't damage the light. But it does come with a diffuser, so I mean, that just solves that right there. But putting on the diffusion that it comes with is kind of like a pain in the butt. We'll get to that later.
A little later.
So it comes with this white milky diffusion, but to mount it on, you see these holes. You have 3 different types of mount holders or pin holders, where if you want more of a room, you use the longer metal pin, and if you want a smaller room, you put the smaller pins. If you want almost no room, you put the no pins. The reason they give you so many types of choices for pins is because the further away your diffusion is from the light, the more soft the light comes. It's just a hassle. Like, I wish they just had a magnet in front and a magnet on the back of this, and you just slap it on. I mean, I guess you could just take Velcro, put it on. So now that we got all that covered, well, let's jump right into the color, one of the most important parts about the light. It has a 97 plus CRI, which means color rendition index, I believe. A higher CRI means more accurate, defined color. So if you have a low CRI light, like our Limo Studios, I'm pretty sure they were like atrocious. Like, I'm pretty sure like 4 CRI type stuff. There was like a green tint to it, but these lights, like the Aperture and that GVM light, they have, I think the Aperture has a 97, and our Aperture costs like about like $600 versus this light, which costs about 150. Like, really amazing to see that they have a great CRI rating. It has bicolor option, so if you were working with tungsten practicals in the room, it really helps to match all the lighting, so you don't have to have a big daylight balanced light. It's really nice for when you're moving around, especially for weddings. If you're shooting from inside and you need to go outside and light the outside, most likely all the stuff in the inside will be tungsten, so you can just switch right through, and it's really nice and convenient. But since this is a bicolored LED light, it has alternating rows for daylight balance and tungsten balance. If you go beyond daylight balanced, every other row will turn off because the others are balanced for tungsten and they don't go that high. So you will see a drop in brightness on either end. That's why I tend to keep it around 5600. I believe 3500 is decent, It doesn't drop too drastically. So that is one of the downfalls of bicolor lights, that you will lose some brightness. But if that's not a big issue for you, then I'd recommend getting bicolor lights for the versatility of them. Another thing about color that we should talk about is the color fringing. If you guys don't know, color fringing is like if you put this up against a white wall and you see the light and where the light meets the shadow, you might see like a colored shift on the edge, on the sides of them. That's called color fringing. And color fringing happens usually on the cheaper side of the lights. The color fringing on this one is not that bad. It's not that noticeable. Usually I'm lighting my stuff and I have the center of the light on my person and not the edge of it. That is something you should note if you're gonna buy this light. Yeah. So let's talk about the light itself, the intensity. Like I've said before, if you go too far to the ends, either ends of the spectrum, it will dim. And that's one of the downsides about this light, but that's the downside of almost all bicolor lights. I say almost because there's always that professional thing where it's just godly awesome and it's just like $40,000, you know, like why not, right? How would we even say this? Like, we haven't tested the throw yet, but I'll just post a video right now.
Insert fucking throw B-roll right here.
Oh, okay. Insert throw B-roll right here. Yeah, the diffusion on the light, like I previously mentioned, is decent, but the only issue is you gotta keep putting in the dumb screws and all that stuff, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. Tyler let us borrow his Tough Rolex. Rolex?
That's tough, and then R-O-L-U-X.
Okay, I guess Tough Rolex diffusion. I forgot what grade it is, but it does a pretty nice job. We have it hooked up with a clamp right now because, I mean, honestly, it's just a lot easier to just clamp everything. I love clamps. That's just me. We use that diffusion instead of the diffusion that came with it. That's just my preference, but, you know, just spreading some ideas to you guys. Let's move on to the battery life. The one thing I like about this light is the fact that it uses NPF batteries. Like, you can either use NPF batteries or you can use the regular adapter that you got to plug into the wall. But the NPF batteries are really, really nice, especially for when you're on the go, because I feel like people underestimate the versatility of the light when it's like outside. If I'm filming an artist out in the woods and I need lighting, I need it to be portable. So the fact that this is a nice portable light really hits the check mark in my box. So the cool thing is that they have 2 NPF battery slots, so you know these are going to last a pretty decent time. I haven't tested battery life, but I will put it up right here. So in conclusion, is this Busta-Bust or not? This is definitely not Busta-Bust. It's honestly one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I've seen, especially at this price point of $149 at the making of this video on Amazon. It has great color. It has great versatility. It's bicolor. That's what I love. It's great to have a big, bright key light that's one balance. I prefer daylight, and then have another one that's bi. We use it as our fill light right now. It has a great color rendition index of 97. Don't want to mix that up. 79. So with most of our products, we like to put a label on it to see who it's for. In my opinion, this is for the budget filmmaker. This is for anyone who wants a great fill light, bicolor fill light. Anyone who's looking for a cheap bicolor light. Especially for you YouTubers that are just starting out and can't afford like an aperture or any super, I can't even think of a big light that's yeah. Honestly, probably 2 of these or 3 of those will do you good for, I don't know, years in my opinion, as long as YouTube is your only attention. Interviews, I think that you could make it work, but it would have to be a lot closer because you'd want to bring it closer, especially if you don't want that hard light. You want a diffusion on it. You could make this work as a key light, but I don't think it's that bright enough while using a diffusion. It's definitely really bright if you're not using a diffusion, but I like to have that soft look, as you guys can tell. Speaking of soft looks, if you guys haven't seen our aperture video, check it out this way. We got the light dome with it too, so it gives a really, really, really nice, soft, beautiful looking image. I love this light. So ladies and gentlemen, that is our review of the GVM light. If you guys are thinking about picking one up, please click the links down below. They are affiliate links. They don't charge you anything extra. We just get the extra cha-ching from Amazon. You know, help us grow big. I really appreciate all you guys. We're at like, what, 81 subscribers right now? Like, I felt like we were at like 4 the other day talking to our like 4 fans. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe if you guys haven't. Leave a thumbs up on here. Comment down below what you guys think about our show. Comment down below, honestly, anything, your opinion, what you think about this fresh cut that I just got. I love my barber, bro. He's so dope. Comment down below if you guys like this light, if you already have one. Yeah, honestly, comment down below anything. I'm bored all the time, so please keep me some company. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.
Oh, what's the rating?
Oh yeah, the rating. I can't believe I forgot that. The rating, in my opinion, is a 9 out of 10. 9 because there's just a couple things that could be better, but at this price point, I don't expect it to perform as the Aperture does. For $150, you're getting the best bang for your buck, in my opinion. And then they even go above and beyond a little bit by adding the diffusion, the cover, the case, all the bells and whistles. We'll go with that. That's our highest rating, I think. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.
No need for introduction.